Laura Powell has been a great partner. Also partnering with us, with y'all know here about Fraser Dance Project. We have East Tennessee Ballet.
Tennessee Ballet Theater.
Tennessee Ballet and the Children's Ballet partner with us to actually give those children opportunity to learn ballet, which is another way of building resilience. And those babies, well, my baby's been one of them for the last, 3 years now, right? 3 years, been able to be in the Nutcracker down at the Candy Center. So we took babies from Fraser that's dancing on the main stage. And parents, I'm telling you, who's that? Who's over Tennessee Ballet?
Aaron.
So they're being said, I want Ms. Laura Powell to talk
She's
about
not.
all that's going on. All right.
Thank you. Is this on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Carly. That's loud. Anyway, I'm really passionate about community work and mental health and diversion from jail. The Fraser Dance Project, one of my friends just happened to run a dance company, and she was saying she wanted to do some work with kids who couldn't afford ballet and jazz and all the kind of dancing that I'm not any good at. But anyway, we matched a grant, and so they've been doing it ever since, and it's so great to see these kids at the Cannon Center who wouldn't be able to do that. So just that's the kind of out-of-the-box stuff our community really needs to do more of. Somebody's doing this, somebody else is doing that. Let's get together, no money has to be exchanged. We can just meet together and do the work. The Crisis Center is something I've been thinking about since 2018. And we really need to divert more people from jail, you guys. If there was a way that we could change the law that allows people not to, there's something called anosognosia, and a lot of my peers and I have been talking about it. What does that mean? That's someone who doesn't know they have a mental illness. They might have paranoid schizophrenia. They might have bipolar disorder. They do not know that they need help.
Wow.
And so if there was a way we could change the law so that they could get that treatment, and if Crisis were able to do that based on some of the laws around 604 and bringing people in, we could start that treatment immediately, which will hopefully reduce their possibility of them coming back to jail. So Alliance diverts 400 adults a month from jail, making us the largest jail diversion program in the state. I want to double that number.
Yeah.
I don't want any of those people down there. People with misdemeanors do not need to be incarcerated. Hello.
Right.
Somebody, Dr. Townsend, who I hired, who used to work for WellPath, she designed a mental health program in Nashville that Mental Health Co-op runs. That's another mental health facility there. We just need to do more. So we're going to meet with Chief Davis and Mayor Young and just see how can we get police to bring more people to us. And a lot of it's just educating. Hey, bring them to us. Don't take them to jail. Somebody who stole a sandwich, can we just let them come to Crisis? Because, I have a story and then I'll be quiet because I'll go on and on. But there was a guy who thought he owned a barbecue place. He was a little paranoid, stole a sandwich, and the guy, I know we can't keep people from pressing charges, but the cost the state $1 million. One barbecue sandwich. Hello.
Right.
So anyway, thank you so much for the work you do. If you ever need help, I'm gonna be there and do it.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Crisis opening February 2025.
So also, tell me
Ribbon
about
cutting.
the children.
The Children's Crisis Stabilization Unit Walk-In Center, we hope to divert from juvenile court with that facility too. So that will open up maybe a year after the adult one opens up. So Memphis really needs this, and that's all. I really want to do it.
All right, we're gonna make it happen. Anybody can make it happen. I'm just gonna share a little bit, just real quick, that when I talk about even us as a government body that's trying to get things done, one of the big items that we put on our agenda was mental health. Watch this here, Pastor. So we said, hey, we needed dollars for to do this particular mental health facility. Guess how much money we got at the county from the state? Zero. But guess how much Ms. Laura Powell was able to get? About $18 million. So if we got a partner that know how to get it done, who got great relationships, she got a great relationship with the Commissioner of Mental Health that can bring this. One of the things she did, and I got the brag on you, Laura, because you've been a blessing to us, was the work that Tierra is doing over at Westside and Memphis Business Academy. We know that there's one thing that a child may be impacted by trauma, but it's another one when they have clinical impact. We know we don't have the capacity to do that. I called Ms. Laura up and told her what we were doing. She got us 2 therapists that's now full-time in the school, got funds from the state, put those therapists in the school. This is something the district ain't even get done. This is how powerful, we've been working now with Shelby County Schools to put therapists in these schools that's helping our children. Y'all talking about, y'all, after coming out of this pandemic, many of these children are dealing with some deep trauma, and we just leaving them to go about business as usual, not us. Because we got relationships like this to make sure that we can connect. So y'all don't want to leave here without making sure that you connect with this Laura Powell here. And speaking of connecting with somebody, Miss Susan Deason is another. She sits back there. Youth Village again is another great partner who do this great work. Get Susan a hand. Susan with Members Outline. Youth Village. They are another partner that has a youth crisis intervention team that also does some of the work. So we got some great partners when we talk about connecting our children with these type of resources. So, Pastor, even like with Dr. Stewart, you know that's through the partnership with Alliance. And so all of this connects together. And when we talk about creating this ecosystem to again to address these deep-rooted issues, it's about relationship, it's about networking, it's about collaboration. So I'm excited about that. And that leads us to what our guest speaker that'll be here, be up speaking in just a minute about that collaboration. But before we go there, I want to say, is there any announcements before we go forward? Pastor, come on up. Lifeline, Pastor Brawley, give him a hand. For those who don't know, NCFA and U-Verse CDC is where they lead as well as the other info hub, other hub that we create. I gave your name. The other resilient hub that we're building capacity with. Y'all gonna see a great, we're gonna do a great groundbreaking there once some of the renovation is done. So, Pastor Brawley.
Good deal. Thank you, Commissioner Caswell, for all you do. I am excited to announce that as we have been teaching about public school students during the school hours, that on yesterday I had 2 great meetings where we are moving to 2 more schools. I'm ready to really open Raleigh up, but Dover has been really receptive. Yesterday we met with the principal at Mount Pisgah and Dover Middle, and so we will be now in those schools offering this program, teaching Bible to our students that might not have ever heard of God. On this Friday, we will be baptizing 5 children at Great Celebration Lutheran Church because of this program. And God has just been amazing. And I want to partner with pastors that are passionate about reaching our community. What happened was this past Sunday at our church, one of our students that come to Likewise brought his whole family, and the whole family joined the church on this Sunday. So God is really doing some amazing things. And so just keep us in prayer. But I want to get up here and thank Sin Relief. We have one of our students that we've been working with in our after-school program that my wife runs, and we didn't know that the family was sleeping in a car. And we have a parsonage that we have, amen, that we've just been sitting on, trying to figure out, God, what do you want us to do with that? So we were able to house the family on last night to get them out of the car to a house on our church ground, but because of our partnership with Sin Relief, we were able to get them bedding and get them set up. And so y'all just keep us in prayer. This work that we're doing is very much needed. Commissioner Caswell, we thank God for you, for your vision and helping us facilitate this work. And as we link arms together, y'all, we can do more because there's a real need in our community for services that we offer. And as we come together even more, we can be able to do more. So be in prayer for us tomorrow. At 10 o'clock, me and my wife are having a major meeting with some major people here in the Raleigh community because we believe that God has given us some ground here in Raleigh. And so we're going to him and asking, hey, can we get that? Amen.
Yes. Amen.
He's praying for us as we partner with them tomorrow and try to do some major work. And I'll let y'all know how it goes after tomorrow morning.
All right. All right, tell the Lord thank you. I'm going to say this, so just like what he said, when you talk about, they say, how do this ecosystem work? When you can talk about one, a network and us come together, he didn't have to go out and try to figure out resources for that family. We already had a partner that he can collaborate with. So now those resources, he can keep going deeper with the after-school programs and the things, put some gas in those buses to go get those kids because he didn't have to put that family in. So these is how we build on those assets, and that's what we're putting in the report as we write out the strategic plan for this, as we go out to bigger grants and stuff. So I'm going to say this, and I don't know if I shared it last week, because last week, was that when the mayor and them shared about downtown? Pastor, was that last Tuesday?
That was his
Yeah.
past.
That was just this past, the other day. So how many of y'all heard about the new initiative that the mayor, both county and city mayor came together about
Yeah.
gang intervention and coming to collaboration, something that haven't been done in the country. And so one of the reasons why they said we had to come together is because of what they see, right? That if we're not together, especially as we go into this new administration and we're not working together, those resources are not coming down.
Right.
So what they saw was that in Atlanta, watch this here, because they work together and collaborate, they getting $450-some million a year for what we only getting $26 million a year. Susan, you were there. And we talk about we the #1 per capita violent crime, but here is somebody else getting more money because we can't work together. We worried about who's gonna be in that position, who's gonna get the credit, who's gonna get the data, instead of how we work together to bring down that trend. The intentionality of this work and what we're doing, and I said Atlanta because that's where the strategic goals, the grant people who are writing their grants and stuff, who are doing our strategic plan for what we're rolling out of here. So they already know how to go after this money. They know how to bring those resources back to the ground. But all they need was a collaboration, connection, and people that's willing to work together. So y'all, I'm excited about where we headed with this work. I believe this district, unlike what we've seen last night in one of our apartments, some young person got shot again. We don't have that to happen, right? So overnight, crime is not going to go down. Overnight, right? People, education levels are not going to go up. The health is not going to get. But over time, because we are building the infrastructure for our community for the change, we're going to see that change. And God is sending the right people as we get ready to send out our Eco Hub to all of our public-private partners. They're going to see more organizations coming in here. And I just say this in December, we're not having any community stakeholder meetings. We're going to have one big meeting of stakeholders, many of everybody. We're going to invite those out. We're going to have a whole wall of visioning session of that strategic plan. We're going to roll out how we're actually going to make sure these referrals are getting done. Y'all are one of those people who are instrumental. Because it's one thing for us to know, but for the 76,000 other people in our district to know, it's going to take somebody who has the capacity to get the digital information, the social media information out there. And just Memphis, just not Memphis. Info Hub, Brother JR, I call him Jerome Robinson is the man. Is the head of that organization and company, have helped us create our own digital hub where basically we can have a QR code. I've been meeting with some of our principals at our schools. I talked to other pastors that QR code would be where the churches could be able to have it. At their schools, parents scan that code, connect them directly to us, to resources, to supports, that we can get them to their schools, to their homes in a better way. And I'm excited about that opportunity there. So I'm gonna get ready to punch up this video, let y'all see what the Info Hub is all about, and then I'm gonna have JR come up and explain that to us. Did I see that well?
In a world that can sometimes feel cold and indifferent,
there's a warmth that can change everything. A simple gesture. A community coming together. This is the power of Here to Help. We believe that every act of kindness, no matter how small,
can spark a chain reaction of compassion. Together, we can build a network of support, a community where no one
stands alone. Because when we're here to help, we're here to heal, we're here to hope, we're here to thrive. Join us. Be the help, be the change. Here to help, because together we can make a difference.
Thank you. Is it on? Good. Okay. You guys hear me good?
Push up.
Oh. Okay. So how's everybody doing today?
Wonderful.
Good. Thank you guys for allowing me to speak today. What I wanted to introduce to you guys today, and I'm super proud of it, is our new Info Hub. Our Info Hub is simply it used to be just called a digital business card. Well, it brings all of your content together from across the web. If you've been on the news, if you've got programs in your organization, we bring everything together in one simple link so it's easy for you to share. You get cards for all of your employees, so when they're sharing who they are, your story is going with it. Those stories always update. So, for example, if the Y has an event going on today, all of its employees would instantly have that information so that they could share it. And our new slogan is here to help. We didn't show our product in that promo at all because here to help isn't really about us. I found myself, some people say, well, how do you define what you do? Well, I call it content distribution, but it's a little bit more than that. When we step in to help an organization, we're there to help you tell your stories. And because we get to work with organizations across the country, like we started this right here in Memphis, but we've got organizations as far as Oklahoma City teaming up with us. We've got mayors as far as Oklahoma City teaming up with us. The Here to Help campaign is about empowering you guys to be here to help. Like, we need to come together as a community to get out of our silos and decide, hey, let's work together. We just had an election that kind of shocked people. They were like, oh, how did this happen? Well, it happened because we don't communicate. We don't step out of our silos. We don't work together. And so part of our campaign, I want to announce it to everybody that's got a nonprofit here. The cost of the Info Hub is normally $350 to set it up, and the light version is $175 a month. Me and my organization, we are going to donate $2,100 to cover your monthly fees for an entire year. So that means the service is only $350, and we will be here to help you. We get involved in your fundraising events. We try and get involved about 3 months out so that we can give you advice. And it's not that we're geniuses. It's the fact that I get to work with so many people, so I get ideas. And I truly believe that we were all created in God's image. And what that means to me is everyone that I meet has greatness inside of them. My job is to help bring that greatness out and to help spread it around the community. So if any of you guys were like, we're doing that $2,100 for the first 100 nonprofits that sign up. So if anybody needs help or wants to talk to me, I'll be here after the program. Thank you guys.
And on your table, you can scan, if you want to see what that Info Hub looks like, District 6 wraparound, District 6 in my own county commission Info Hub is on there. So scan that barcode and you're allowed to see what that Info Hub looks like. It's a powerful tool. I'm talking about where people can just hit the link, go right to my email, call us, get connected, know about all the things that we got. It even allows us to do a pitch on there. So it's basically to tell people about what you're doing in the community, what's happening with your organization. People want to donate, they can do all that. Go right to your social media page. Everything basically is a one-stop shop on that phone. So when we talk about people in our community having that one-stop shop, being able to connect to all of these resources, mental health and other support services, it's going to be right there at their hands. So I'm excited about that opportunity and partnership. Brother Mike, you got it. Yes. All right. Affirm. Give them a hand, Mike Arnold.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Hope everybody's well.
All right.
A couple of quick things. As you all know, Families Matter Affirmed has this new project that we've been dealing with, fathers that are caught up in the child support system for the last 2 years. And I mentioned that last week at another partnership meeting, that we are at 700 fathers right now. So that is a great and a good place to clap. We still have a lot of work to do, and I'm excited to announce that we're also starting our venture here in Raleigh as well. Yeah. So we've partnered with Jubilee Church of God in Christ here in the city, here in the Raleigh community. And so if you have fathers that are interested in becoming, and I know Dr. Gates, I need to get with you on that, but in terms of, again, helping fathers to remove any barriers that may be there for them, connecting with their children, have a site here in Raleigh. So we want to take advantage of that as well. Now, a side note that I do want to let you know about, we're not done yet. We're close to the finish line. And so in the Raleigh community, if you know fathers that need our services, we offer everything from upskill, education, job opportunities for them, as far as high career paid jobs for them. Also, we have small groups. We've done a great job working with Pastor Floyd in the Fraser area, and now we're expanding in Raleigh. And so they have an opportunity to come together weekly to talk And oftentimes, that's a big issue for us as men, to talk to other men or people, period. And so that's kind of our secret sauce. And then we also have opportunity for them to learn, to teach them how to navigate through the child support system. And at the end of that time, those 8 weeks that we have them for our first phase, they have an opportunity to graduate from the first phase of our organization or our program. And so this Thursday, we'll have our 12th graduation that we've had, and it'll be at Second Presbyterian Church coming up this Thursday, from 5:30 to 7:30. Interested, we'd love for you to come and be a part. We have one more in December as well, and want to invite the stakeholders who may be interested to come out and see what we do. It's transformational. Also, two quick other things. Last week, we were featured by Channel 5 with the work that we've done here in the city. And I want to thank Jerry Askin for doing that feature because, again, that's the elephant in the room that we don't talk about enough as far as fatherlessness. And so in that, we're working together with various organizations. While we're in Fraser, we're connecting with a lot of people. Now we want to connect here in Raleigh. And so the last piece that I want to let you know as well is that we have a citywide event that's taking place this Friday, which is our Harvesting Successful Fathers event. And what that is, it's an opportunity for license reinstatement. And so if you have someone and know someone who needs their license to be reinstated, the opportunity will be there. So it will be this Friday, November the 22nd, at Southbrook Town Center, the old Southbrook Mall, from 10 to 2. Okay? All they have to do is show up. And it's an opportunity for having their license reinstated. And the opportunity also for those that don't know is that the old facilitators for child support they're no longer with us anymore in terms of that. So Veritas is the new partner.
So Maxwell gone.
Yes, Maximus is not working on this particular piece. So now Veritas is there, and it's very important if you know men who may have some challenges, this is a great time to be re-engaged so that you can go ahead and start making payments and getting great strategies, so we can help with that as well. So that again is Harvesting Successful Fathers. It's a state driver's license restoration program or event. It'll be this Friday at Southbrook Mall, the old Southbrook Mall, and that's 1254 East Shelby Drive. And so if you're interested in that, if you want more information, you can see me at the end, but you can mark that down. And again, thank you, Commissioner, for sharing that information.
For the driver's license, do they have to meet the same requirements as a firm that's open to everybody?
It's open.
Okay.
It's open. We're just trying to help.
Like those funds though.
Yeah, just like it's fun. So
All right.
it doesn't hurt, but yeah.
Brother Will Richardson, they're gonna hand a comment, and I know we got any other announcements, but I wanna make sure we get to our speakers.
Yeah, I'll be real quick. First of all, thank everybody who supported us this past Saturday. We had the homeless out in downtown area. Fed over 200 people, gave out clothes, and we had a good time. So thank you for all for the trip. That being said, what we found was there's an additional need within our community that I think sometimes flies over our heads because we have these amenities. And that's keeping these children and these young people warm during this cold season that's coming. And though it looks like it's warm outside and it's 70 degrees, we do know that December and January are coming. And so what I'm having at my speakeasy in Harbortown is a cocktail and coat drive. I'm asking everybody in the community to come out, bring out a coat, and you get a cocktail. And if you pass there, get you
A Coca-Cola.
multiple coats. We're not trying to get you drunk, brother. We're not doing this, sir. But what we are asking is that the community come together. What I find over and over again, I think we all agree, is that when we work together as a community, we can get more done and stop this putting emphasis on one person. We know Santa Claus is not coming, but what we do know is that we have the resources among ourselves to eradicate kids going to school being cold. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Yeah. On the second Friday of every month, we are starting. Y'all remember they used to have the old Friday networking where people come in and talk about their business program. Most of everything that we have in this region now is during lunchtime. We're doing that at our location, 3740 High Flow Studio. First hour will be just networking. Have your cards, have your flyers, let everybody know what you're doing. Mostly want to focus on North Memphis, Raleigh, and Frazier. After that, we have comedians and karaoke. And so just come out, fellowship, and build a bond with everybody in the community. So encourage y'all to do that.
Friday the 13th.
Good luck, baby, this time. Friday the 13th.
What's that address?
3740.
3740 North Walker.
Thank you, Commissioner, to everybody. Just wanted to say to you, I've talked with Ivy Cole, and they have a program down there at LLA. And so all of the young men that has these felonies in records now, they got a program going where they can get their expunged and only pay half of the price of their fines and their fees.
Yeah.
And so one of the things, we're getting ready to roll out a play with UT Health Sciences, preventing long-term anger and aggression in youth. That's gonna be for like 8 to 19. And then I'm planning on doing it all on Friday when we do those 20 boards with the mental health services through UT. Right after that, we're gonna start light at night. And so I was grateful today, myself, and Pastor Ford, and Commissioner, not Commissioner Legs, and then I'm gonna put them out.
Yeah,
He didn't get it.
Yeah,
But a
right.
lot of us, we got funding from the city on today to kind of run some of the programs we run. But we're trying to partner with streets and everybody, the YMCA, I gotta meet with them and the firm. Because what's happening is that most of the grant funding, nobody really cares about the 20 to 40. Nobody really dealing with them, but they the problem. And so we partnered with, through my partnership with Sin Relief, I am Sin Relief. I'm Sin Relief and the Dwelling Place. But thanks to Sonya, we got connections now where we can get them hired like on the spot. And commissioners get them hired on the spot. And commissioner is, we got a deal going where we get them forklift trained on the spot at night.
Wow.
So once they get the forklift training, we already got the $24, $25 an hour job. And so if we gonna work our plan, we got to save the young man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Pastor. Again, for those who don't know, real quick, just the Safe Community, y'all will see it on the news this evening where Muriel Paul Young just announced 42 organizations that receive funding. Again, Legacy, I know the Husband Institute, Pastor Leon, what's Light at Night, and who else was it? Somebody else out there, Craig Littles out of Powell was able to get. So we had quite a bit of organizations that's on the ground in the north that's doing their work. I want to recognize a young man I know yesterday we funded him, went through the county commission, a brother, what's his name? His mentoring for boys. What's he called? Tony Cowell, but what's your organization called?
Boys and men and men's program.
I'm telling y'all, y'all need to connect with this young man. I love what he's doing. He's taking horses and using what is called
Equality system.
yes, equality. And man, he's doing with veterans, homelessness, and man, powerful organization. I'm excited about what he's doing. Looking forward to building some capacity with him. But he's doing a thing called Horses to the Hood, right?
Horses help, I have all 4 H's, horses help me heal.
Lord, I'm telling you, he put them on the trailer and bring them up here. He got a barn down south. He can play a little golf. He got to the top golf.
We bring them out.
Hey, Carl, I'm gonna give you a shout out. Carl, yesterday, thank you, sir. Carl Hill, that's my golf coach right there. you know it, hey, Carl, you know it paid off yesterday, right? I beat him on Galloway. So yes, sir, it paid off. The coaching lesson paid off. But y'all need some golfing coaching lesson. Carl Hill, great guy, but doing so much other work with Rotary Family Youth Initiative. But yes, please make sure y'all network with this young man as well with his organization. I know he's gonna be doing some stuff with Pastor Ellis and the veterans, actually working on something big with them as well. So shout out. Miss Ariva, I want to recognize you real quick. Miss Marie is One by One Ministry. That actually, if you are a lady who want to be a mentor, right, to parents, to young ladies, if you want to stand up and say something real quick about the organization. Come on up here. I'm going to give you some grace on you.
Thank you. And one by one, what we do is we mentor and educate expectant new moms to parent well. And so moms come to us because they want a faith-based mentor. As you know, over 64% of the moms in Shelby County are single moms. And so we meet with those moms, we build intentional relationships so that they have support and emotional support, which helps with their mental support and gives them someone to talk to. Our mentors meet with them, call or text them every week. We connect them to resources all over the city. So thankful to hear about Men to Boys, and we partner with Families Matter so that our moms, their boyfriends, have a mentoring association as well. And so we're excited to be a part of Wraparound District 6. I told Commissioner Caswell, no one agency can do everything, but together we can do more.
Yeah.
And when we wrap our arms around each other and connect our moms or clients to other agencies that offer additional support, we're able to do so much more.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And so they're going to be housed here inside of Timberley too, so I'm excited about them. And I've been knowing that young lady a long time, 15 years or so doing it. Well, we had the bakery store some years ago, and they was doing this great work, still doing it. Again, thank you all, Susan. I know Mr. Dada got y'all good. Y'all got some Pastor Ellis. Oh, they go Pastor Ellis over there. Pastor, there go your man right there. Hey, they go Pastor Ellis. Y'all came, y'all riding together. Okay. Oh, you took him out there? I'm going to give him an acre of land in North Hill. Tell the Lord, praise him. All right. I need to go buy me some horses tonight. That's awesome, man. Looking forward to that partnership and relationship there. Anything that University of Memphis is good. All right, I want to announce our guest speaker that's going to come up today. He don't need recognition. He is somebody that's been doing the work for many years. I would just say his previous job before being the vice president in his capacity now with the YMCA was he was assistant director at Memphis Parks. But he is the husband of our very own Dorcas Griffin Young. Y'all know her. She was the director of community services. She's our deputy CAO of the county. He is the brother-in-law of the very own Mayor Paul Young. So he got a little flavor in the house. I said, if I ever need somebody to do pillow talk, I holler at my boy. But I thank him for his relationship, friendship, partnership, went out. We met with him and his team and the great work that he's about to share with you. We're going to bring this TV kind of over because I want to make sure that those who are watching us on live, because we're not streaming it directly in this time, you're going to be able to watch and hear as he do this presentation and talk about with you. Come on, brother. Cleo Griffin, give him a hand. Vice President of YMCA Community. Chief Advocacy Officer, yes, sir.
Hello, everybody. Cleo Griffin, Chief Advocacy Officer of the YMCA Memphis Mid-South. Good to be with you all today. Pastor Jones, thank you for having us. Commissioner Caswell, just a hand for this man.
Yeah.
We are thrilled to be partners with Wraparound District 6 and just looking forward to doing our part. I think it's really well said that not one agency, even government, can do it all by themselves, and so we're excited to be joining hands with you all to make some impact here. I've got a colleague in the house, Mr. Charlie McBride, who's a workforce development specialist for the YMCA. He has decided to be very supportive and sit as far away from me as he can possibly sit, but we still feel about fine. I'm going to try to speed us up. I know we are on a short window here, but want to talk a little bit about the why. More broadly, before we begin to drill in on how we can help be a part of Wraparound District 6. And so there's actually a prize waiting for the person who gets this answer. What year was the YMCA founded?
1887.
Getting closer.
2 BC.
Tell you what, we'll skip the year. What city was it founded in?
Memphis, Indiana.
Close, but the city, yes. London, England. Very good. So we've got a 3-month membership for you and your family.
What's up? What year? What was the year? What was the year? Real?
1844.
Okay. I was only 40 years old.
You were only 40 years old. No big deal. And actually made its way to Memphis only 11 short years later.
Wow.
Which is interesting to think about. So the YMCA, most people will know of us as gym and swim, fitness facilities, and we are very proud of that, but we also want to let everyone know that we are much more than that. We are the largest largest child care provider in the state of Tennessee. We are partners with Memphis and Shelby County Schools. We do before and after school for all K through 8 and some high schools. We also have a very robust nutrition program. We do feeding for 136 sites across the city. For instances, if a child goes to a City of Memphis Community Center today and they have a meal, that'll be provided by your YMCA. And so we also have 5 early learning centers, and again, we've got 12 membership centers. And so some of the programming that we have that is really important to what we do is Y Achievers after-school programming for high school students, as well as YCAP, which is also after-school programming for our at-risk youth. And then, of course, more traditional programming like summer camp. And so I want to take us to workforce development, which is going to be the centerpiece of how we contribute to wraparound district. The first thing I want to say is I've heard that there are other workforce elements in this room, and I just want to say that those can also coexist, particularly for those of us that have great dollars. Not all of those dollars have the same set of deliverables, and so it's entirely possible that they can all coexist in one space. And I'm looking forward to conversations about how we make that happen. And so when we talk about workforce development in the context of the why, here are some of the things that we can help with. Job placement, and part of what is really important to know is that there are some programs in which people can earn money while being trained. And we have the ability to refer to some of those entities such as the American Job Center. We think it's really important for people to be able to earn while they are learning, while they are being upskilled. Because if they can earn during that time period, it makes it a lot more likely that they will stick with it. We provide soft skills workshops. I'm sure that there are a lot of very refined people in this room, but you know that many of us, when we get into a professional setting, don't always have the tools necessary to deal with conflict resolution or just general professionalism. We don't all have the good fortune of learning that at an early age. And so we have workshops designed to help people get to a place in which their professionalism is up to par. We have career planning and resume writing. It is amazing how many folks that we talk to that are eager to work, willing to do it, but just that first step of having a resume prepared is critically important in people's journeys. And so we try to provide that service as well as career planning in general to help make sure that people are on the right track and not just getting into a job, but actually getting into a job that they are excited about, something that they could be passionate about, and that could turn into a career. And then also job readiness training and family wraparound services. One of the things that we have learned is that when someone comes to you and needs these types of services, it's really rare that they have just one issue, right? They might need someone to help them with a resume. They may need soft skills training. They may also need transportation. They may also need a checking account. many employers these days require that in order for you to work. And so we are trying to build out, much like Commissioner Castle is here, building out wraparound supports to make sure that we have an opportunity to address the entire needs of individuals and families. That way, when they do take advantage of the workforce development opportunities, that increases the likelihood that they will be successful because their hierarchy of needs are being met. And so, I want to leave about 5 minutes here for questions.
Yeah.
And so, just want to thank you all for being here. Commissioner Castle, again, just thank you for inviting us into this, letting us be a part. And in addition to us being a part of Wraparound District 6, I just want to say if anyone else in the room who is serving people, if anything that I just described would be helpful to the people that you are serving, we will be here after this wraps up, and we'd love to talk to you about how we can be supportive of the people that you're already serving.
All right. And we're gonna do questions, and I just say too, that one of the other powerful pieces that we're working on as we are, again, Anthony Norris, who was in the previous position before he, as he transitioned, is working with us that we're trying to bring a YMCA to the Raleigh community. So it's a big project that we're working on, so just keep encouraged, myself, Councilwoman Logan, State Representative Parkinson, Commissioner Love, and Michael Easton and Thomas is working on making sure we secure those funding, those dollars to make this happen. And I'd say this is gonna be something major for this community when it comes to pass. So we're gonna need y'all's support to help us advocate down at County Commission, City Council, to make sure that they give us the dollars to do this work. But it's these type of relationships and partnerships that's gonna help us change the trajectory of what we've been looking at historically in our community. So I thank you for your partnership. And I think about one of the things I know I'd like to get this, Dr. Laura, from Dr. Sewell, when we talk about wraparound services, what I like to say is that our approach with this Eco Hub is not wraparound services just of itself, but it's a wraparound approach, right? It's an approach to wrap around in our families and children in a holistic way. And so partners like this help us bring some of those services to play to make that happen. So any question for our guest here? Again, he can do some good pillow talk.
I just want to say I appreciate, I was at a meeting with one of your staff, and they just happened to say, do you serve children? And we said yes, and they said, do you do groups at certain times a day? And we said yes. And all of a sudden we had snacks and refreshments for them. We didn't really know that that's something that you guys did.
Yeah.
But that's increased our, the parents and children coming to the mental health groups.
Yeah.
They know they can count on the snacks. I mean, we were serving things, but it helped our bottom line to be able to partner with the Y like that.
Yeah, and too, and I just say to Laura and Dorcas'
Yes.
mom, that model of what Mama Young did in took to the home of having that building center down there, and again, making sure those collaborations and partnerships work like that. So, yeah, go ahead.
Well, Lord, I appreciate you saying that. One of the things that we've really tried to focus on in the last 6-7 years is to make sure that YMCA is not just a place, but rather a promise for a collaborative, brighter future for our people. And that requires
that requires that we not just think about how we serve people where we are, but actually where do we need to be in order to serve the most amount of people, and who do we need to be collaborating with. And so that is the model, I believe, in terms of how we help with people.
All right. Any other questions?
I got a question. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Of course, how streamlined is the job place?
Very. So, just a quick plug. The YMCA is also an employer. We've got lots of jobs. We're always hiring for childcare, always hiring for lifeguards. We are the #2 first-time employer in the nation behind McDonald's. And so we're always hiring. What I would say is it kind of depends on the individual and the family. And so for some people, they know exactly what they want to get into. some families, it's a little bit more of a journey. What we have committed to is not just putting people into something just to get the number recorded, but it's actually being on that journey with the family. I think if someone is prepared, you could probably be working within 2 to 3 weeks. And again, we try to make sure that you're in a position where you can get milestone payments along the way so that you're supported. It's more likely that you say you do. It's a great question, because for some people, they get caught up in this, you gotta go here, and then you gotta talk to this person. And this gets really complicated, which is why having an ecosystem where they go to one place and we just got it, right? They don't have to try to figure out these big complicated systems, so I think that's very much.
So we're looking for them being here at one of our sites and working along the other parties. Go ahead, Pastor Broadbent.
So we're part of the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce. We're building out a friendship program at our nonprofit over on the other side of Raleigh. My question is, how do we connect with what the Y has to offer with our apprentices that we're gonna have on campus that we working there, getting the skill set, getting on the job training with us?
Well, that's when we come in with the relationship of workforce development team. Romance, I know you quite well. So we'll come in and let you know the menu of services we have. Then we have somebody that fit that in of our menu of services that you contact us to do a warm handoff, because it's always time sensitive when we're dealing with people in the community. Okay. They've been struggling for too long. Right. So they come in contact with us or any of our community partners. We want a warm handoff and a solid transition, because we want to give them some hope and keep that hope going up. And the worst thing I think can happen is that you have hope, then you lose it again. We want to be that one-stop shop where when you see us, you see hope, and we pass off to a partner, the hope can continue. So as the hope goes up, guess what? The crime goes down.
Yeah. So,
And just high level, if you call, we're there.
yeah. And it's gonna take that collaboration. Sister Weaver?
Yes, I just wanted to thank you. Our mentors and moms are able to meet at several YMCA's, and we have moms that have applied for jobs there. But how's the best way, like if one of our moms is looking for employment, how's the best way to get her connected with you for job readiness skills?
We will connect with you after this, and we've actually got a web page that will launch at the end of the week, and so that's gonna be the best way, is to push you to our web page. But we'll connect with you after this, and if you've got anyone that you need us to reach out to today, we'll do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we'll make sure to those who are watching online that we share this information or contact information with you, so you can also have that contact information. Pastor Ellis?
Yeah, do you all have anyone who intentionally focus on veterans, number one? And then number two, if you do you have any businesses that you already have partnerships with who are looking for veterans? Because, veterans come not seeking to get job ready, but they're already job ready.
Right. Not as of today, we do not, but I'm glad that you put that on our radar, because I think that's a good point. It's a group that needs to be focused. And so consider that squarely on my radar. Would love to talk to you about how you think that we can maybe get to that place.
Okay, because we have a Mid-South Veterans Resource Center.
Okay.
And we're already connected to the base with veterans who are retiring and separating.
I see.
And we're helping them with their benefits. So your piece is another added piece that we can use to aid veterans.
We'd love to talk about it. Okay. Love to. Thank you.
Or Hill?
Yeah, just one point. We're now getting ready to go into probably one of the most stressful time of the year, where people are either involved in families that they don't like, or they don't have family or friends that they can connect with. So I would encourage all of us that offer any benefits to families, youth, parents, that we really step up and kind of get ready to deliver some things proactively to the folks that you're engaging with.
Yeah. And so is there anything YMCA doing as we, this time, Thanksgiving, Christmas?
Right.
got.
We've got multiple things. We've got a coach drive. Yeah, it's not just for YMCA, but even everybody.
Yeah, the first thing we have coming up is a coat drive, and so Brother Richardson, happy to hear that. There may even be a way for us to collaborate on that.
Absolutely.
And we've got a couple other efforts coming up that I'll share with the commissioner that he'll be able to focus out.
And guys, the most important part of all of this is creating a relationship that they have the ability to come to someone and talk.
Right.
It's less about the things. It is less about the things. It is about a relationship. Find a way to create a relationship for those who don't have one or have one.
Well said, Uncle Carl, but if you come to my house, bring some things. Please do not forget about December the 13th. Our Christmas tree lighting is going to be at 5 o'clock right down at the Raleigh Civic Center. I want to thank Dr. Talisa Franklin, who helped coordinating our whole weekend of events. And then on December the 14th, please, your churches, community organizations, schools, they are coming on board. We need more to come on board. We're going to have our first Raleigh Christmas parade, December the 14th at 10 o'clock. It is going to be, this year is going to be televised on Action News 5 Digital. Again, thank you so much for doing that. We're going to shine a major light on Raleigh in our community that weekend. But also December 14th, if you have not got your ticket, Legacy of Legends CDC is hosting a 12 Takes of Christmas parade, and this is going to be a major event. If you don't drink, stay home. But this is different 12 different cocktails. We're going to be honoring some great leaders in our city. Chief C.J. Davis, Superintendent Marie Fagan, our very own Brother Will Richardson, our Legacy Founder Award, Mark Sheridan with More from Memphis, David Jordan with Agape,
Alta Stewart.
Dr. Alta Stewart, our very own Mama, she don't get honored that day. So we got so many major leaders that's going to be with us that night. We invite you out. It's going to be at 7 o'clock, December 14th. So that December 14th is going to be a big day from parade to party. So make sure that y'all are joining on board with us. You can get your tickets by saying T-Arrow or Miss Jasmine back in the back. Miss Jasmine, you got something?
Just really quick, if you all do have an organization as the community relations manager, we have a newsletter that goes out to all of our partners as well as all of you, your families. So if you guys have any digital flyers, get with me, get my email address, send them to me, and on Wednesdays I'm dropping flyers. If I don't already know you, my name is Jasmine, and so I would be very intentional about pushing out the coat drive, different things that you all are doing, the cocktails and coats, whatever opportunities or whatever you have for us all to continue to be in rooms like this so we can continue to engage. I'm here for you and to serve you on those newsletters that we expect.
And I say we're going to be we're getting a coat for that day.
Yes.
Right? At the Christmas tree lighting, we're going to be giving away brand new church to our children and families that night. So again, you want to make sure if a child needs a coat, we're going to have coat for them. We're working on some toys last year. We were able to give toys away. But I want to thank our partners with the city of Memphis, who again, we were last year that the county able to buy that brand new 30-foot tree. As a matter of fact, Hickory Hill tried to smaller us this year, but they had 20 feet. We had 30 feet. So I told them they got a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. That's the commission deal. But again, come out. We'll see y'all later. Thank y'all for meeting the jury car here with you guys.
Hey guys, look, it's been a while since I brought some books to give away, and I wanted to bring some really effective books for this audience. How many of you have heard of Holy Moments by Kelly, Matthew Kelly? It's a great book, short read. It's about how to give back into the community one moment at a time. And once you read it, it'll change it. I've got 2 of those. The other one that I think is very effective is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. Don't take this book if you're not going to read it and give it to a teen. It should not be in a book shelf. Another one I want to give away, You Can Fix Your Brain. It talks about foods that you should eat to eliminate inflammation in your system. There are a lot of us that need to change how we eat. The people that you're working with need to change how they eat. And this is a book with recipes of how you can do that. A young lady by the name of Caroline Myers is an incredible writer, and this book is Awakening Your Divine Potential. What are your strengths, what are your talents, and how to leverage that. And these are all available for you guys. And for the youth, I got some sci-fi paperbacks that you can give out to some of the youth and see if they can start reading.
Thank you, Brother Carl. Make sure that feed your brain, give it to our guest speaker today. Again, give our speaker a hand.